Hey, how's it going, everyone? Sitting low here again, just out in the garage late night tinkering with the sled as usual. And some of you are probably thinking to yourself, why ain't that thing done yet? I mean, you've been working on it for a little while now. Last I thought all you had to do is put the suspension in the back. Well, I basically got it all mocked up. Skid works, skid fits in there. I had it in there a couple days ago, but I had to take it out because what I wanted to do before I went ahead and finalized and installed everything, I wanted to go through this skid, and on this front arm mounting point I wanted to install these grease fittings. For some reason Ski Doo decided not to include grease fittings on this front arm mounting point, and this is a SC4 suspension, so I don't know if the SC3 or the SC2 or whatever is like that, but I figure it wouldn't be a bad idea to add grease fittings to it. But other than that, everything else is good. The skid fits in there perfectly. The suspension fits in there. I mean, it rides. It feels really nice as far as the initial bounce test and whatnot. So I can't wait to actually get this thing out and tear into it now. Basically, all I had to do, the last part I had to do was those tunnel reinforcements, because the rear mounting location for the SC4, pardon me while I get my old bones up, but I almost could have used the stock rear mounting location, but the only problem is to get the correct distance between the front arm mounting point and the rear arm mounting point, it has to be pretty much exact. So if I would have used the stock mounting hole, here's the front mounting hole, that would have put this hole about an inch further up into this area here, which probably would have created more pain in the ass than it was worth. So simply all I did was took this factory bracket, moved it back about, I don't know, 3/4, maybe an inch, about an inch total, and that bought me another inch back here. So I was able to get the skid in. Now I have access to all the mounting bolts and everything. And this was probably the biggest pain in the ass right here, doing these stainless rivets for the tunnel reinforcements, which I also used 1/8 inch plate stainless for the tunnel reinforcement. But other than that, it should be good to go. Like I said, all I got to do is just finish putting this thing back together and install it. So I've been busy. I ain't been slacking on it. And when it's all in there, I gotta say, man, it looks good. It sits up decent. It's not monster trucking in the back like some sleds when you add drop brackets or whatever. It actually sits perfect, I think. And I still got to go through and eventually I'm going to lift the front up. I don't know if you guys have seen these. I've since replaced the front control arms, because the bottom ones that were on this thing were pretty mangled up. Let's see if I can dig one out here. Yeah, here's the one that came off. Here's one that came off of it, and as you can see, it's definitely seen better days. So another local Craigslist find on some control arms for cheap, and I also bought these cool shock covers, kind of dress it up a bit, and just little miscellaneous odds and ends, tightening them up, going through them. So like I said, I am at basically the final countdown as far as the suspension goes. All I got to do is put it back together and install it. So next time you see this thing, it will be all back together and hopefully be running and ready to rock. So just figured I'd give y'all another little update. I ain't been slacking. I've been busting it on it, but it's part of the whole mock-up process. You gotta make sure everything fits, and you gotta actually, cut, fab, make whatever you need to do to make it work, and then you gotta take it all back out to go through it and finalize everything. And that's basically the stage I'm at now. So next time you see this thing, it will be sitting on the SC4. So a 1999 Yamaha Vmax with a 2007 Ski Doo suspension underneath it. should be quite interesting. So, like I said, when I had it in there the first time before I actually, I had it in there, but the only step I had to do left was make the inner tunnel reinforcements. So I didn't want to go out there and harp on it or anything like that, but the initial, I guess, bounce test, it felt wonderful. It felt like a brand new sled almost. A lot better than that old crap. A lot better than that old scrap metal. So, yep. Just figured I'd check in and let you know what I've been doing. And next time you see it, it will be all together. So, until then, y'all have a good one.